My favorite part of the airline safety briefing, it's actually my second favorite part, is when they say secure your own mask before helping other people. I nearly lost my life about 20 years ago to an addiction to alcohol. I ended up in a residential treatment center, the kind that only takes you if you're terminal. And I lost everything. My marriage, my house, the two jobs I loved the most of my friends, and my dignity. After I got out, in those early days of trying to stay sober, I came up with a useful but really dumb strategy. For about a full week, other than to go to the bathroom and make like a tiny amount of food, I did not really leave my bed. And I'm sure from the outside, it looked like depression. But it wasn't. I knew that if I got out of bed, I would put on my shoes. And if I put on my shoes, I would leave the apartment. And if I left the apartment, I would be in the liquor store, spinning wine bottles around to check their labels for which one had the highest percentage of alcohol. If you're in recovery right now, and the news out of the US is making your chest feel tight, and even if you're not in recovery, I want to remind you that your brain, my brain, capitalizes on moments like this to start bargaining. Maybe a drink, maybe a pill, maybe just one night of fucking shutting it all off. You don't have to be fearless to stay sober. You just have to be deliberate. It's not your job to fix an entire country. Secure your own mask before helping other people. When people relapse in moments like this, it's not because they suddenly decided they don't care. It's because they got worn down and they didn't notice the basics. Too much doom, too little sleep. Too many hot takes on Facebook, too little food. Addiction feeds on your exhaustion. It loves the idea that everything is on fire, so you may as well be too. I can't control what happens in the US, but I can control what happens in the next hour in terms of what I do. So together, you and me, right now, we are going to make the next hour a little bit smaller. First, find some food, if you can. Eat something with protein. Drink something sweet if you have it. That helps me a lot. Or if you don't, water. Just get your body out of emergency mode. Low blood sugar and dehydration makes everything feel catastrophic. Then reduce your exposure to the news. Not forever, just the rest of today. You not staying on top of the headlines will not change anything. And now I'm going to give you the advice that I hate the most. Tell someone. Text or call one recovery person and say this out loud. I'm scared I could lose my sobriety. And if you don't have recovery friends, look up the AA intergroup phone number and call it. You do not have to be in AA. Trust me, I used to work on those lines. And if you can't find one or it's not open, tell a normie. Normies might not understand it all, but they understand compassion. If you can get to a meeting, go. If you can't, listen to one online. They're easy to find with a search. And finally, make a short plan for tonight, where you will be, what you will watch, when you'll go to bed. You do not need to commit to sobriety for the rest of your life. Just commit for the next hour with me. Oh, and as for my favorite part of the airline safety briefing, it's when they remind us to follow the illuminated path. Good luck, friend.